It is our great pleasure to welcome to the Castro stage the 2011 Freedom of Expression Award honoree from the San Francisco Jewish Film Festival, Mr. Kirk Douglas.
Thank you very much. You know, listening to all that happened, I learned more about me than I would care to know. But freedom of expression, that's the most important aspect of our democracy. If you don't have freedom of expression, free speech, you are a slave. That's why most of the countries in the Middle East are fighting for our democracy. Just like Spartacus did. Now, Spartacus was a live character who was taken to Rome, trained as a gladiator to fight other slaves to death for the pleasure of Romans. But he gathered together an army of slaves and led a revolt against the mighty empire of Rome. He was crucified about 100 years ago before Jesus Christ. You know, and Blacklisted writer, Dalton Trumbo, wrote a line for me to say as Spartacus. When a slave dies, he loses his faith. When a freeman dies, he loses the pleasure of life. The slave loses his fear. That's why slaves have no fear of death. And that's why we'll win. And that's why I thank you for giving me this award of freedom of expression. Thank you very much.
Very welcome. I can take that and put it on the table and give you a seat. Would you like to take it?
No.
Well, Mr. Douglas, I know I speak for about 1,000, if not 1,400 folks here in saying welcome to San Francisco, welcome back, and thank you for gracing us with your presence here. It's no small feat, despite your spry way at 94 years old to come up to San Francisco, and we truly appreciate your being here with us.
Well, I want to say first that I love San Francisco. I usually come up here very often when my son Michael did Streets of San Francisco.
A great favorite.
And I have eaten at all the good restaurants. And I know San Francisco well, and I love the people. And when the Tony Bennett started to sing, I left my heart in San Francisco, I almost cried.
Be careful, we may ask you to sing the whole verse. I wanted you, just for a moment, we're just going to speak for a few moments here, to take us back to the late 50s. That moment, or maybe it wasn't a moment, when you decided to insist that Mr. Trumbo come out of hiding in a way, no longer be Sam Jackson, and to become Dalton Trumbo on Spartacus. What motivated that decision for you?
Well, you know, when I did Spartacus, that was an awful time in our country. McCarthy was seeing communists want to tear down the country everywhere, and especially in London. And it became very, very untenable when the writers were put on a blacklist. And the heads of all the studios have a meeting, and they endorse this blacklist. And anybody on the blacklist could not use his name to write a script. He could not set foot in the studio. And I was a young, see, I think if I had been 10 years older, I might have done it. I might have said, oh, wait a minute. Because people say, Kirk, you do that and you can never work again. But when you're young and you're impulsive and it was such a crime, I just had to do it. And of course, I'm glad I did it now because I didn't then it, because now I don't know what I was doing.
I have a feeling you might have found that bit of courage throughout your life. Did Dalton Trumbo readily agree? I mean, maybe you're downplaying your impetuousness because you had decided to option the book from Howard Fast, and it already was a very politically charged book, and Howard Fast himself was blacklisted.
Howard Fast wrote a terrible screenplay. And we had to get someone else to do it because we were suddenly in a race. You know, when all the studios had a meeting in Palm Springs, every studio was announced their best picture. United said, we're going to do a picture of the life of Spartacus. Then Universal came up, we're doing a picture of the life of Spartacus. And everybody laughed. But you, Bernard, were going to do Spartacus, and they were funding the screenplay, so we were in the race. So and then they also wanted to get Laurence Olivier, Billy Ustinov, and Todd Lawson. And they sent the script to them. We sent our script, and all three picked our script. So I said, they're out of the money.